Hey folks, welcome back to another Saturday. Another bloody day on the front. This is going to be Inor number 8, Hill 311. Early war action, May 1940. So we're going to have the good old 211 of the 71st Infantry Division dug in on the hill. And against that, we're going to have the French coming in with some B-1 Biz. These tanks kind of suck. There is a crap load of notes. Both sides of the screen you can see that have to be taken into account. So I'm going to have to remember a lot of stuff about them. They got to be platoon formation with a morale of 9 for any kind of task checks I want to take if I want to break off. Guns, they're going to be hit and miss for the most part. Immobilization task checks before any kind of mobilization. So it's going to be a lot of information to remember. Germans really only have that steel granate on their 37 longs, which I wish I got 2 of them. Hip up here that can penetrate the front with their 8 armor, 6 on the turret. But because of the range, which starts at 11 hexes, and it goes down by, the hit starts at 11, goes down by 1 per hex. Max range is 9 hexes. And you can see that the hit number is just going to go down and down and down. It's going to be interesting to try and penetrate these things. Victor conditions quite simple. The French got to control 12 of these 19 hill hexes up top here, level 3, by game end, of which is 5.5 turns. And we have missed an effect for the last 2 turns, so it's going to be like a +1 for every non-close combat attack. And they have to have 2 functioning main armament tanks in play by the end of the game as well. So, hey Kevin. So it's going to be, I think, a tall order for the French to do it. Everything starts off concealed as if the French start off board for the Germans. And so we can start with this guy concealed now that we know where the Germans are. This guy as well. Those guys can start concealed as well. No, they wouldn't. And these guys, I think, are in a blind hex, so we'll probably have to... they wouldn't get it. But at any rate, it's going to be a tall order, I think, for the French to force the hill. A lot of open ground they got to cover, and the tanks will hopefully get up top of the hill with their 8 or 11 move, and hopefully get some shots down and suppress those Germans. So let's get right into it and cause some good old chaos. Let's get the phase wheel up first. North is that away. We got no wind to start as always. And EC are moderate, I believe. Let me confirm the card. Moderate, no wind at start. LV hindrance for turns 5 and 6. French set up, German set up as if French enter from off board. I can set up 2 units hip. So I do have a medium set up hip here in the woods. This is my gotcha. We'll see how effective it is for when they crest the hill. I do get OBA on turn 4. First chit draw is going to be automatic black. It's 100 millimeters, so that's going to be great. Directed by an off-board observer on level 2. I haven't even selected the location yet. Let's put that in right now. Off-board observer level 2. So we need to see the hill because they're going to be on top of the hill by that time. It's got to be on the north side, eh? Some are down here. Let's put them down here. And that way he can get the You can see the top of the hill, and he can drop a nice 100mm right on top of the hill on turn 4. Unfortunately, I don't get any pre-reg, so it's going to be maybe a turn or two before it gets accurate. We'll see how it goes. And the French crews cannot voluntarily abandon their vehicles, so there's no sneaking control from the crews. So the tanks could temporarily control the hex itself. So it should be, like I said, interesting for the French trying to gain control of their of those hill hexes. All right, let's go to wind change die roll for the French. First roll up, we got a 4. Nothing doing, and all these guys start in motion, of course. And let's start off with prep fire. And this guy's got smoke. What do I want... Where's my info? Does this guy not have smoke? I thought he had smoke. I thought the French mortar had smoke. Am I wrong? Oh, I might be wrong. No smoke. Looks like we're just going to have to drop some HE. Alright, well, c'est la vie. Drop some HE on, I guess this hex here. Let's try and drop the acquisition on there, not the mortar. That's a good throw, though. Nice eat. So it's going to be a +2 for concealed, so it'll be a 5 to hit. Look at that, we got a hit. Rate of fire. So it's going to be on the 4 table. Yeah, on the 4 table, up to nothing. Try again. That's our last shot. And we missed. Acquire twice. Not too shabby, I guess. We're ranged in. This guy here, we're going to be long range. But we're going to try a shot as well on this guy here. 12 hex range. And so we'll be long range. We'll be halved. And it's going to be on the 2... actually, it'll be on the 1 table because we're concealed. 1 of 1. Nice. 3 on the 1. So at least we'll strip concealment and look at some mortar. 1 check on him. And he breaks. How lovely is that? What a start. Rate of fire. Now we can hit him up with a 2 of 1. No effect. Great start to the festivities. Let's go to move. Let's bring up the hex size a bit so you guys can see what's going down. And let's start with our tanks. So these guys here will come in for 1. It's got to be in the middle guy. 2. 2.5. Cresting the hill is going to cost a lot. This is going to be very expensive, so this will be 7, 7, 7. And I won't have enough to do that, but I can go... Well, this guy won't make it up. If I come into bypass for 9, 9, and 9. I'll be ready next time to crest the hill. So they'll stay in motion. You guys here are going to be my scouts way on the wing. You're going to come all the way around. And you're going to try and flank them on the side. So you guys are going to CX. 1, 2, 3, bypass 4, 5, hang out in W6. Now you could get shot by this guy up here in Q4. But if you're drawing fire from there, these guys aren't necessarily going to get shot either, so that maybe not be a bad thing. This might have been a better use for a half squad. I did deploy 2 squads. 2 of them are using my support weapons, and the other 2 are going to be my scouts here in my my main assault force, which is going to come up from the southeast. So I think I'm just going to send this guy in to take his lumps. Let's go 1, 2, 3, bypass 4, 5. If I fire this guy, I'm going to have to pay the orchard. That'll be a +1, -1 situation. So we're going to have the -1 from the from the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be on the 6 table -1. 5 on the 6 would be a 1 check. And he's broken. Rate of fire. And 2, 1 residual in that location. That's okay, we can work with that. This guy's going to CX. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to there. No, we'll just come to here, I guess. Take our time. You guys go up there for 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. This would be a good spot to go up here. Might be able to keep concealment. So let's send one guy by him lonesome. 1, 3. I'm pretty sure nothing can see him. Yeah, nothing can see him, so he's fine. That was just an experiment to see if anything could bust concealment. That'll be 4. No, wait, if I go there, I'll be definitely seen. But that might be a good experiment as well. If I come here, This guy might be the only one that can see him, and I can lose his concealment. It would be firing long range. Two down two. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take that chance. So this is a free concealment loss check, which it is. So the guy knows that he can see. We will take that shot. And it will be a 2. I might hit the brush. No, I missed the brush. So it'll be a 2 down 2. 5 on the 2 is a NMC. Pinned. Not too bad, all considering. That means you guys can go 1, 2, 3. Four, 5. This guy will not be able to see because of the woods. Although again, I could do a free concealment loss check. Yeah, woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll stop there. This lets me get nice and close. And then these guys down here start our assault going forward. All right. This guy all by his lonesome over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to here. I don't think I can be reached out and tagged, not even here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be 2 blind hexes. Down 1 for the elevation height. So this will still be a blind hex. This will not be a blind hex. So they would be able to see me here. And they could hit me here. So I'm going to take these guys here. We're going to go bypass 1, 2, 3 into the house. We're going to hit them with the machine gun. It'll be a 4 flat. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. 1, 2. Fine. And that'll be 2 residual. And he's out of juice. I forgot to put my sand in. What are we at here? 4 and 3. 3 and 2. I don't think I've triggered any attacks yet because I haven't rolled that low yet. 2 residual, and you're out of shot. That is 3 move. That'll be 4. And then we'll come into here for 5, 6. This guy may as well fire with a 2 flat. 2 flat. Yeah, okay. You guys here are going to CX. 1, bypass 1, 2. I guess you'd have to pay for the hedge, wouldn't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'll do the same. You guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to endure a 1 down 2 shot from residual firepower. This is stupid about the game. I'd be on this side of the woods and I'd have to do a 1 down 2 residual shot. I could bypass the building though. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. Alright, so we'll do a little foot loose and fancy free here. Go 1. Bypass the woods for 2. 3. Bypass the building for 4. And then 5, 6 into there. And you're just going to come to here. Defending fire, I think, is pretty much done. This guy doesn't have a shot. Oh, forgot my other 2 tanks. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This tank will stop. This tank will come here for 11. And that one will stay in motion. A 2-up-2 shot. That's not worthwhile. Any rate, defensive fire, as I said, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any. Advancing fire. Nothing can really see. I could do a 2-up-2, 2-up-1. No, that would be a 1-up-1. Hail Mary shot, nothing. This tank gets some acquisition. Let's do the 75. There's a lot of rules to remember. Let's do the 75 first, not leader directed, at the Q2. Well, that was close. And then we'll do the 45. And that'll be it for that. Route phase. You guys come back, hide in the woods. Advance phase. Now, if you advance up into the woods, that's going to be CX. So you guys are going to come here. You'll come up here. You guys will come like this. And we're into the German turn 1. All right, it's not too bad. French are on the board. We're already crested the first level 3 hill, not our side, or on our side, but making a little bit of progress. We breached a little bit of the concealment, which is good, and we broken the 1 squad. So, all right, let's get into their turn. Wind change, none. And 1 self or rally. Nope. Prep file. Prep fire, prep fire, prep fire. Do I want to adjust any move? I don't think I need to move at all. These are dummy counters on the wing. I really don't care about them for now. It'd be nice to get that mortar up because right now with the -1 airburst would be really nice, but I'm going to have to wait. Let's start with the medium here into the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be an 8 flat. Of course. All right, this guy here. Let's do a 4 up 1. 5 on the 2 is going to be an NMC. Leader. Broken. Fine. Heck. Alright, ELR definitely. Half squad and broken. Righty. Do I want to try a 2 up 2 shot? Try and hit this guy while he's crew exposed. Two up 2. I need to roll a 3. I need to roll a 3 exactly to get a result. The snake eyes would cower, and then I would get a NMC, which is the same thing. So a 2 or a 3 would get me a result. You know what I don't have? I don't have snipers on the board. Oh wait, I did. I had the German sniper, I just never had the French sniper on. For reasons. Yeah, okay, so like I said, I don't think I have to move. More or less have to sit and wait for them to come to me. Yeah, alright, so I'm not going to have any move. Defending fire. The mortar ranged in. I was going to fire again. That's going to hit only shots on the 4 table. We have that, which is nothing. This guy here is going to keep the... well, I don't have to worry about him now. So let's fire on the medium. Should be not blocked. Same shot. It's going to be 12 hex range. And it's going to be a 2 up 1. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. Leader and the gun crew, guns MMC. Everything's fine. And I do not have rate. Alright, B1. Acquired on the 47. Let's fire that first, so we don't lose acquisition. So it's going to be a, we use red numbers too, I think, don't we, French? Vehicles use red numbers. Ordnance uses black. Right. Infantry is a 6. Up 2 is it brings it down to a 4. Acquisition's a 5. 5 or less to hit. Alright, so we hit on the 4 table. We get an 8. Merely. Acquired twice, which is going to go away once we hit the 75. Now, whenever the 75 fires at a moving target, you lose acquisition. Oh, okay, so it's got to be a moving target. All right, my mistake. All right, so they keep acquisition. That's good. The 75 to hit, and that will hit as well. This one could hurt on the 12. We get an NMC, and they are pinned. The best I can get apparently is a pinned. And we have 3 from the machine guns. Two up 2. Nothing from the machine gun. Alright, so that guy's done. Not going to fire the guy in motion because that would be ridiculous. And nothing else is going to fire. Let's get into advancing fire. None because I didn't move. Road phase. These guys are going to pull back. We have a leader and a squad. Yeah, you'll come back to the 9-1. And then advance phase. Yeah, again, I just don't have to move, right? So I'm not going to bother into turn 2. Alright, the French have to get moving. Self-rally this guy here, the 6. Wind change first. No wind change. Rally that guy. He's back. Get this leader on the go. Is a 9-1 leader, so that would be 9 down. 4 is a 5, not quite good enough. The squad, no. Alright, pins off. And that is that. Alright. Prep fire. Let's get the mortar. Can we get a good shot, please? That's a hit. Last shot. A 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. So 9-1 is pinned. And the squad's broken, which is what we wanted. Alright, this guy here is going to fire on the broken mortar crew. We want to keep them DM'd. And I think I want to fire on the 467. But we'll save that for the moving phase so this guy can stop as well. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go to move. And first things first, bounding fire. This guy will fire on his target. So let's use the 75. Oh, okay. Right. 9. So it's going to be on the 24 down 2. So 7 on the 24. Should be a 3. 3 check. This guy will be ELR'd. Broken. So there's no need to fire the secondary. This guy is going to stop. And he's going to button up. Alright, now what do I do for my second trick? Well, this guy here is going to go 1. This guy's going to lay a fire lane. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fire lane like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Like that. Alright, so this guy's going to get hit with 6 down 2. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check, which he fails. And that'll be a 2 residual from the squad. You guys are going to go bypass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the gully. Yeah, you're at the level of the ground. I guess you would enter the gully here, so this would be 4, 5 into the gully. If I late CX, I can come up to here. No, I'd have to, I would not have enough. I'd have to gain elevation. This is going to cost me 4 to move up to an elevation. So right now you're inside the gully. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the gully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could fire a 2 flat. Let's fire 2 flat on this guy. Six on the 2 is a pinning. He's fine, and that would be 1 residual in that area. And then he makes it in. This guy's going to do the same. 1, 2, 1 flat. 5 on the 1 is a pinning. He's oh yeah, there's a guy there already. So this guy is pinned inside the under the tank. This guy that was under the tank is going to CX, going to go 2 into the gully, and then he's going to come up here. All right. You're going to go 2 and get whacked by this guy. With a 4 flat. 4 down 1. 5 on the 4, 1 check. God damn it. 2 residual there. You guys are going to salt move into the trees. Get the fire base going. How am I going to assault this position? These guys don't have smoke. My tanks don't have smoke. I really don't like the thought of running into these 2 guys here. One, 2, 3, 4. But I have to move. I can't not move, right? So this guy here is going to go bypass 1, 2. Three. This guy here is going to shoost with a... Actually, no, he wouldn't be able to see, would he, because of the frickin' orchard. He wouldn't be able to see because of the orchard. It's going to have to be this guy here. 4 flat. 4 on the 4. 1 check. Alright, he made that. So 2, 1 residual. And then come in here for 4. And then we can do a 2 down 1. That's convincing. This guy's gonna go 1, bypass 2, 3, 4, and this guy will final with a 2 flat. 5 on the 2. 5 on the 2 is an NMC. Tanks. All right, so they are in motion. All right, so this first move is going to cost 5. And then 10. Then 11. All right, we are on top of the hill, just about, and then finally these guys up here. All right, so now we could move a little bit quicker. This guy would have been concealed. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's CXing 3, 4, 5, 6 into the gully. This guy's going to lose his conceal anyways, so that's fine. 1, 2. Oh wait, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into that gully. 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. All right, so that is the move. Defending fire. Do we have any? Nothing that has not already unloaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. That would be 7 from 11. 4. 4 to hit. 4 to hit. Non-defending fire, advancing fire. This guy here, do a 2 up 2. Okay, 1 up 2 is a 4, is a NMC. And we have snipers all around. Allied sniper on the allied and Axis on the Axis, so no snipers. You broke for reasons. This guy here to get acquisition on this guy here. The 75. And the Axis sniper and the 47. All right, MASA. Axis sniper, we got a 5. All right, that's it for that. Let's go to route phase. We got to move some French troops back. Now you are... well, I guess you may as well run back here. You'll slide back to this guy here. Put you at the bottom. Do we need to move the Germans? Problem is I don't have any place to run to except back here at the expense of my leadership. But I think I'm going to do that anyways. We're going to break this guy. No. No, I don't want to do that. This guy's going to route out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get them some cover. That would be 4, 5. Where's the closest? I can run to this tree here. Or I could stay in my foxhole. That would be 2, 4, 6. We'll do that. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's fine. Better to get them cover and try and rally than do that. Advance phase. All right, so jump into that. You guys go there. We'll stay here. We have no shot here because nothing can be seen because of this orchard. So if I come forward, I will not lose concealment. So the leader's going to stay back, and the units will come forward as well. You're going to gain conceal. Oh, I forgot to move you. That would be 2. That would be 4. Advance. This would be 2. This would be 4. You guys are fine where you are for now. Although I may want to consider moving you guys. The mortar doesn't have a target anymore because the, well, I got the leader. Oh, this guy would have taken the medium from the broken guy. All right, turn 2. Wind change for the German side. We have a 4. And rallies to do. This guy needs to come back. Let's do the Germans first, I guess. Self-rally. This guy up here. Close. For the French, we have this guy here. That would be concealment loss. Not that anybody's there. Oh, I should have rolled for this guy as well. Nope. concealment gain for these guys. Top down, 1, 2, 3. No. This guy would get it. And rally for these guys here. 7. Nope. Okay, so really weak rally phase. And into the prep fire. Well, I got no targets. I do have to reacquire, or I should say pick up on my support weapons, and I gotta occupy this foxhole. So everybody's gonna shift 1 hex over. I gotta worry about this. So you guys are gonna pull back. We're gonna pretend this is a dummy so the guy doesn't think it's real. You're going to come up here and take possession of the medium. And I think I'm going to actually use this half squad to come up and grab the mortar. So I have no shots. Let's go to move. And do that. Alright, so these guys are just going to assault move into this foxhole. You guys are going to assault move up into this foxhole. That's going to cost you 3 move, so that should be doable, not CXing. And you guys are all going to daisy chain down. And here, this orchard's really going to help me. And you're in the gully, so that means this guy can go here. Up here for 3. And then 5 for the late CX. All staying concealed. Oh, I forgot to advance this guy into crest status. Oh well. I should have put him in crest status. You're going to assault move up into this foxhole. Now, if you take the weapon, that will be not assault move, which is fine because nothing can shoot you really, except for that mortar. So let's do that. Take possession of that. You'll assault move into here, and that should let you keep your conceal. And then you're going to come up here. That's going to be CX, costing you 4 move. Uh, 6 move actually, right? Yeah, it'd be 6 move. I'm thinking about unveiling my hip guy, but the minute I do, the guy's going to know that something's here. And that's going to give away this. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to let these guys auto repair themselves. And that way I don't have to reveal that. I want to keep those guys hip as long as possible. They do have a medium. And I just want to keep them there as a surprise for, again, as long as possible. Defending fire. Alright, so we have a target again for the mortar. So maybe fools Aaron to keep sending guys up there, but I'm going to advance them back from the foxhole once I get to the advanced phase, assuming I don't break here. That's going to be a hit. On the 4, we have a miss. That's going to be a hit and a pinning task check. Leader, squad, spine, a hit, miss, and a hit, last shot, and a pinning task check. Wait, that's a 7 on the 6. 7 on the 4 is a pinning task check, excuse me. Leader and the oh, come on. Well, I guess he's not moving. Sniper for the French, we have a 4. Alright, this guy here is going to fire 2 up 1. 7 on the 2 is a miss, no rate. And you guys can fire as well now, so let's drop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be an 8 up 2. 9 is a pinning task check, so the leader is fine. All right, the B1s. Let's start with this guy here. Fire the 75. That's going to miss. The 47 will hit. No, base 6 buttoned up is 5. Foxhole brings it down to a 3. Acquired is a 4. So that's a miss. And the secondary, the 47, that's going to miss as well. And the other guy, $75, that'll miss, and the 47, that'll miss. All right, both guns are acquired on both tanks twice, but they missed. That's going to be it for that. And advancing fire. Let's go back with 2, 1. 1 down 1. Nothing. That's it. Route. Nothing else to route. Advanced phase to come up to here. Again, I was going to move the guy back, but I guess I can't. Turn 3. French are getting in position. They're going to get ready for their push. Wind change. Still no wind change. And rallies. All right, so self-rally this guy here. Bring this leader back. Not with that. And over here, this guy needs a 7. Prep fire. We got the B1 here. 75. That will miss again. 47 will hit on the 4 table. You got a dud round. Saboteurs in the house. All right, the next guy. 75. Will miss, and the 47, same thing. Less than impressive. You guys are moving. Oh, I forgot the Germans. Not that I have any leaders anyway, so I can't really rally them. That would have come off. A mortar shot. Let's try and hit something. That's a hit. That is a Freddy. That's a hit. Last shot. That's almost the same thing. Let's try a 2 of 1 on the machine gun. French shooting is shit. I have to go to move. No, I can't. I gotta kill this thing. 8 up 2. NMC 9-1. And the 467 is broken. Good. Alright, so the medium is neutralized. I gotta go to move now. And we're going to start up in the west in the gully. That'll be 2. That'll be 4. That'll be 2. That'll be 4. Blind hex because of this orchard. You're going to come up into crest status. You'll assault move into the fire base. The B1s. Well, we're going to go hatches down for sure. I got to go bathroom, guys. Be right back. Seals were definitely cracking on that one. All right, let's get rid of the button-up status. Get rid of these motion counters for now. So that'll be 1. 2. 3. I'm looking at the 37, thinking, do I take the shot now or not? 4. Oh, I gotta take that shot. Do I go in the gully? I can't turn my side. I can't turn my side. I know something is out there. I cannot turn my side. Three. We're at 3, right? Enter the gully for 4, 5. It would cost me 10 to get out of the gully. Get a belly shot right in the... Alright, so that's 3. These guys can move because I do have an orchard blocking me, so that's 3. This would be 4. This would be 9. $10. 11. This guy would stop. This guy would be in motion back here. This guy, I'm thinking of ESBing for 1 point to stop. But what do the French have to pay for that? Do they pay extra? Because they're French. French have a +3. Well, I am not doing that. So I'm going to stay in motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 down 4 would be a 7 or less to hit. Large target brings it up to an 8. Motion drops it down to a 6. Rate of fire would drop down to a 2. I have a chance of hitting 2 tanks if I could keep rate of fire. ATR shot. Base 6. I can't... I don't think I can even immobilize this thing, can I? Don't you need to have the base to kill number less than the weakest armor to mobilize? Base to kill number must be greater than the target's lowest armor factor. Greater than the target's lowest armor factor. ATR is a 5. And his armor's a 6. I cannot even pen this thing with a frickin' 6, with a 5. So I can't even immobilize with an ATR. I can shoot the headlights off it, and that's about all I can do. All right, we're going to wait for the defensive fire before I decide about the 37. You guys here are CX now. You're going to pay another 4 to go uphill here. You guys are going to go 2, and then you're going to pay another 4 to come up here for a total of 6. You're going to go into the gully for 2, and then, oh, you're going to CX into the gully for 2, and then 4 here. All right, that's it for move. Defending fire. We have a guy in crest status. Let's fire group. And whack him with 8 up 2. And that is our result. I'm not going to fire at the guy in the woods. I'll keep my concealment. Plus I'm CX'd, so we don't want that. That is it. Except for this guy here. I'm gonna do it. All right. So we'll fire at the guy that's stationary right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a base 11 to hit. Down 4. And it brings it down to a 7. Large target brings it up to an 8. And motion brings it back down to a 6. 6 or less to hit. The big unveil, anticlimactic that it was. That's okay, I have another one. That's okay, I have another one. Yeah, wow. Read that one and weep. Well, that's all I had really for that shot. Let's go to advancing fire. I can't believe that. 4 up 1. Actually, I can't believe that. 7 on the 4 is a pinning. No, that's concealed, so that would be a nothing. This would be a 2 up 2. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. It's fine. The B1 on the 37 crew. 75. And the 47. Well now, that was something. Route phase, residual, defensive fire. Route phase. All right, this time you guys are gonna run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd be overloaded. I can't make it into the trees. Not to mention, you would be cut the ribbons with the coax. So you're going to low crawl 1 hex. French advance phase. You guys will come under here. You'll pop up there. You'll come into there. You lose your conceal, but I think it's okay. Time's up for that anyways. And that's that. Let's start moving forward now. No close combat, and we're into turn 3 for the Germans. Next turn, they get their OBA. We'll see if that brings any relief for the Germans. It's going to be danger close, so... All right, wind change. Negative. Rallies. We have a self rally here in the woods. 2 for 2. That came in handy. Fix that gun. Not today, you don't. Not today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 from 11 would be a 3 or less to hit. Large target would be a 4, but it's motion, so that would be a snake eyes. So I won't be taking that shot. What's a 37 anyways? 37 long is a base 9. Base 9, eh? For the French, can we bring back a 7? We can still not bring back a 7. Alright, that is it for the broke. Prep fire. The crew will fire 4 flat next door. 4 on the 4 is 1 check. French scurry away. You're going to keep your conceal and move. This guy and this guy are going to fire group on the guy up on the hill. Yeah, we got 3 squads. We want to break that. So that's going to be 8 up 1. So 7 is 1 check. 1, 2, 3. One of them breaks. And then we can fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's fire... We'll fire 8 down 1 at the same stack. Oh, that's a KIA. 2 on the 8, so 1 KIA. Reprieved. Rate of fire as well. 1, 2, 3. So the bottom guy is dead. This guy's a half squad. And this guy's broken. And then we're going to rate of fire the guy in the crest status. 4 up 1. 8 on the 4, that's a miss. We go to move. We have to start pulling back now. You guys leave your foxhole for 2. Four. It's going to be a 6 down 3 shot. 6 down 3 shot. Fair play, I guess. 2 on the 6. Okay. 1 for 1, I suppose. And then you are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Go rally that guy. You are going to go up here for 3, 4. 5 for leaving the foxhole. So that'll be CX. And this guy's going to try and shoot your ass. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 blind hexes, so you're not in a blind hex, and he'll be able to get you, so you won't get a height advantage. So it's actually going to be a -2. And you're in range too, so it's going to be a 4 down 2 shot, 4 down 3 shot. 7 on the 4 is a pinning. And he's fine. Alright, that was a close one. That's it for the German move. Let's go to defending fire. The mortar can fire a shot on that as well. Not with that shot. And then the B1s. I guess you could attract them. So the 75 will miss. 47. Can we get a frickin' shot, boys? Base 6. Height advantage. I didn't shoot him when he was running. I would have shot him when he was running, I would have hit. Acquired. Acquisition would count. I'm not going to count the fact that I didn't shoot him when he's running. I'm going to count the fact that I tracked him. So, track and will acquire will be enough. For that matter, the 75 would have hit as well because, again, of tracking would bring it down to a 6, and I need a 6 to hit at that range. Because I'm using red numbers, I need a 6. So the 75 on the 12 is a pinning, and the 4 table is an NMC. So pinning, pinned, and an NMC, he is fine. Alright, you're acquired on the gun that refuses to fire. So let's do the 75. That should be a hit. Base 8. Emplacements a +2, so brings it down to a 6. Buttoned up is a 5. Acquired is a 6. Oh, that misses. Shit. So I need a 6 or less to acquire. And the 47. Okay, the 47 will hit. On the 4 table, we have a pinning. He's fine. This guy here onto the 1 squad will be a 4 up 2. You drop your conceal. You're going to do 4 up 2 onto the gun crew. 5 on the 4s and 1 check. You're fine. That is it. Advancing fire. I don't have anything we're shooting. That would be like a 1. No, it'd be like a half firepower for long range. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 1. That would be like a 1 flat. There you go. Another 12. Yet another 12. Alright, so preps, resid, defensive off. Broken German route. Broken French routes. You guys low crawl. Yeah, you low crawl. You'll come back to there. German advance. Well, I'm not going back into the frickin' foxhole. That's death. I think I'm going to stay where I am. Oh wait, that guy can't. Actually, you're concealed, so I could stay there. If I drop my conceal, that guy would have to keep moving. That's fine. Too late. Leader will come here. And that is that. Pins off into turn 4. Alright, Germans get their OBA on their turn, which would be an automatic black chit 100mm OBA. French are really hurting now. Wind change. Another middle range. Self-rally this 6 here. This 7. Finally, he comes back to play. Could we get some 6s on the go? 1, 2. Both are back. That's great. We have a green squad in play, though. That's not going to be good. And on the German side, that 8. And fix that 37. and has not done anything the whole game, and now it's gone. Unreal. Makes you want to drink. Makes you want to drink, it does. That'll come off. Alrighty then. And then there was one. Prep fire. Well, I gotta wait for the movement phase so I can stop my other B1s. And this guy has to get into position. So, we have a target for the mortar. Let's do him first. Right, that's a hit. We have a 5 on the 4. Is going to be a 1 check. Pinned. Hit him again. It's a hit. Rate. Pinning. Hit, last shot. And no effect. You are going to move. You're going to move. You guys here have to move. You guys are going to shoot. My only fire base I have are going to fire 12 up 1 into this location. And I get an NMC, which he passes with flying colors. Good God. Alright, let's go to move. The B1's sparking up. Oh God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 5. This tank's gonna stop. This guy's gonna keep moving and stay in motion. These guys here. This guy's going to start up. Goes berserk. We're going to go into the crest for 2. This guy come here for 2. We'll go down the hill for 2. We come up for 7. 7. 7. I would not have enough to come out of there. I'd have to ESB for 1 point to come out of the crest status. That would be a +3, +1. I would have to roll a 7 or less to not break down. He's going to stay in motion in the crest, in the gully. I can't risk a 7 or less. Not the way I'm rolling. And these two guys are going to stop where they are. You're going to come out here for I guess that would be 6, wouldn't it? You'd have to come up here for 4. Let's go up here for 4. All right, you're going to go 1. 2. This guy's going to first fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be a 2 for being pinned. It's going to be a +1 for CX, -2. So it's going to be a -1 on the 2 table. Six on the 2 is a pinning. 1, 2, 3. Really? Couldn't be the green guy that gets pinned. Has to be that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's as far as you can go because of the green squad. This guy on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Can't use the road bonus because I'll walk into that, and I'm not going to take a 1 down 2 shot. I get death from those. You here. If I go up the hill into the woods, it's going to be a CX. But it's probably, I don't know what's up there. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to walk up the hill, get CX, find out it's actually a real squad, and get bumped back. I'm going to hit him with a 2, wrong, a 4 +1 for being CX'd. Yeah, that'll teach me. So I skirted that one quite easily. And this guy's now DM'd. And lastly, we're going to assault move under this tank here. This guy's going to fire. I guess I'll fire group. No, we'll fire this guy. 12 down 1. Nice. 8 down 1's a 9's a pinning task check. And he's pinned. And this guy can fire as well. Let's do an 8. 8 down 2. 7 on the 8's a 1 check. And he's fine. No rate of fire. May as well do this guy as well. 2 down 1. 6 on the 2 is another pinning. He's already pinned, so. Alright, that is it for the move. That is it for defending fire, although I could final this guy, which I may as well. 4 flat. Another pinning. This guy I actually still have, so let's go for flat here. 3 on the 4 is a 2 check. Against this killer stack. Leaders, squad. Pinned. Good, pinned. So your bottom 2 guys are pinned. Not optimal. Alright, that's it for that. Advancing fire. The B1s, let's get them point blank into here. The 75 and the 47 acquisition. And the same with this guy here. And this guy, the 47. And the 75 will dump on the guys in the woods. Alright, I probably should have stopped this guy back here and I could have fired on this guy as well, but alas, I did not. Other shoosting, this guy here can fire 1 of 1. You never know. And a 2 up 2. 5 on the 2 is an NMC. That was hoping. And then here it'll be a 4 up 1. 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. Broken. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so route phase. What's broken for the French? You guys can make it now into the woods. You have to keep going. Let's put you back here. Germans. That'll be 4. Your destination, I guess, is going to be M4. Five, 6. You're not in open ground, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. French advance. I was going to advance in, but I can't. And you guys can come sit up here. You'll advance onto that. Let's advance under the tank for now. and you guys can sit on top of him. All right, turn 4 for the Germans. Wind change. We have no wind. We have OBA for the Germans coming in. Let's get some rallies done first. Self-rally this 7. Leader-led rally up here. We can get rid of this. We're not in open ground by anybody's standards. For the French, we need a couple snake eyes. 1, 2. And then, oh, I forgot to advance that guy. Oh wait, it's my turn. Alright, so that's it for that, and then the prep fire. Now we can bring in our OBA. We have our 100 plus millimeter. We get 8 and 3. First chit draw is black. And we can bring in our AR. Let's drop it on this guy right here. No, he's in the crest. We can't. Let's drop it on this guy right here. There's the bug. So no more linking. Alright, that's the AR. Are we going to be accurate? We need a 1. We're not accurate. We go off 2 for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spotting rounds in play. Good channel. 2 hex blast radius equal to the height behind the trees. I can't even see it, which means I'm going to have to replay it. So that's off the board. So that's blue. No. Spawning around color is blue. So we can't see it. We're going to have to relay another initial accuracy. Artillery request. That sucks. So, oh well. I wonder if that's a zoom out thing. The old Control-Alt-L bug. It only happens when I'm streaming. It doesn't happen in my regular games. Happens now. Let's me do that. Let's me do that. Huh, I don't know. Maybe didn't like the off-board observer. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into some prep fire. Prep fire, and I got 2 tanks staring me in the face, and I gotta kill them with unknown means of killing them. Do I jump on them in close combat? That seems awful risky. Alright, let's start with this guy here. He did a good job so far. His gun's useless, but maybe he's not. 4 flat. 5 on the 4 is a 1 check. And you keep those guys running. This will come off. You are next. You're going to fire on the 9-1 with your 8 down 1. 3, that's a K2. 1, 2, leader gets it. Leader is wounded. 2 check. 1, 2. Broken, and the squad's fine. Rate of fire, we have a 2, so let's do a 4 down 1. 6 on the 4 is an NMC, no more rate. Wounded leader, and the 457 is now broken. You here are going to fire at the French squad adjacent. It's going to be on the 12 table, up 1. 6 on the 12 is a 2. ELR. Right from first line to green. Wow. That sucks. You guys are going to fire on that stack. Over there, it's going to be a 4, up 1. 3 on the 2 is a 1 check. Allied sniper. 1, 2, 3. Guy in the middle is ELR'd. And then we're going to go to move. This guy's going to assault move up to the foxhole for 3. And actually, let's just go claim the mortar as well for 4. So that means I can shoot his ass with my mortar. Hit, and on the 4 is a miss. Second shot for the second movement point is a hit, and we have a 7 is a pinning, and he is pinned. This guy here is going to fire... Oh, I forgot to combine these two in the rally phase. So I'm going to do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter anyways. It's still going to be a 6 up 1. Yeah, see? Didn't matter. And then other moves. This guy here. Let's come up to here for 4. We'll track him and we're going to shoot him. Now, if I track him and shoot him on beans, I'm going to lose my 47 up here. This guy here will be gone, which is fine. I'm going to hit him with the 75. That would be a -1 for non-assault. Buttoned up, cancel. 8 will hit. On the 12, a pinning. A pinning is the best I can get apparently. 1, 2, Well, he's pinned, so there is that, I guess. Acquire twice. This guy here is going to go bypass 1, 2, 3. With the late CX, come up here for 5. Oh, wrong button. You're going to go bypass 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are going to hang out. That's it for the move. Defending fire. The B1s. Can we get some frickin' action, please? 75. Point blank. You frickin' thing you missed. The 47. Hits. On the 4 table, we have a 6, is a 1 check, which pins the 467. Hit him with the machine guns, it's going to be a 6 up 2. Nothing. The 8-1 on the 75. We're not going to. Let's use the armor direction on the 75. And, of course, he misses. Would that miss? +2, -2 for range cancels. -1 armor leader. Button up cancel. Acquisition brings down to a 9. Yeah, that would still miss. God damn it. Alright, and the 47 will miss as well. Jesus. What a phenomenal armor leader. This guy here with the 47 will hit on the 4 table. We have a pinning task check. We have a fine shot. Then 2 up 2. 6 on the 2 is another pinning. Finally, we had a pin. And I forgot this guy here. The machine guns is be a 6 up 2. And that'll be a pinning task check as well, so they're done. And then troops 2 up 2. Good thing I didn't use the LMG. And then we're going to do a 6 up 3, wrong, 4 up 3. Half squad will not fire, 4 up 3. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. Finally get a result. ELR and a break. Wow, that took a lot of fire just to get that. And that is that. Advancing fire. Don't have any. Road phase. Broke Germans. You have to move. So your destination would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're actually going to be heading to M4. So it'll be 2. 3, 4, 5. You won't be able to make it. Let's go there. For the French, get back into your hole. You'll have to low crawl back 1 hex. One elevation change into the gully would be 2, 3. And then this would be another 3. That would be 6 move right there. So 3 into this gully and then 3 into that gully for 6. All right. And once again, I have no French up at top of the hill. German advances. Actually, no, we'll come up top of the hill here. You'll come up there. Everything else is fine. All right, turn 5. We have missed an effect. Might help the French out because they have to get up on top of the bloody hill, and they're not getting up on top of the bloody hill. Wow. All right. Wind change. Another mid-range 7. Self-rally this 6 here. No, this guy right here. Leader creation. Oh, wrong die. We have a 2. French is a +1. Broken is a +2. Gives us a... sorry, wrong one. Just broken is a +1. Gives us a 3. We still have an 8-0. We really could use it. French 8-0 in the house. That will come in handy. That 9, that's wounded. Still broken. Keep your DM. That'll come off. That'll come off. This will come off. Leader led over here. Heat of battle. That's what we need. Another hero. 4. Broken is a 5. Battle hardened. And a hero. Are you shitting me? Prep fire. All right, it's getting interesting. So we have a target for our mortar. Let's bring the rain. Hit rate. We have a pinning task check. Hit last shot. We have a nothing. Tank's got to move. We're going to do an overrun. I could fire bounding fire, and then I could do an overrun. Let this guy come out of the hole. Maybe do a second overrun up here if I have enough move. Maybe. We'll see. Shots. I have to move. I've only got 2 turns left to move. And I'm not even on top of the fucking hill yet. Move, move, move. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to move. I can't shoot. Alright, so this guy is bounding fire. The guy in front of him. So we have a 75. Which will hit. Look at that round. Oh my god. 47. Will hit. We have a 6 on the 4 is an NMC. Is a break. Alright. Now this guy's going to start up. And he went berserk. How the fuck am I going to do this? Overrun would be a quarter of my move, so it would cost me 3. So right now I'm at 1. This would be 4. To get out of this would cost me 4 as well. So that'll be a total of 5 now. I'm going to be doing a 3 triple to 6, 9. Have this 4 plus 4 gives me an 8. And it's going to be a plus 4 down 1. So 8 up 3. No effect on the overrun. 5 move. It would cost me 4, 7 move to go up top of the hill again. I would have to ESB 1 point. I'm going to have to ESB 1 point for this guy to make it up on top of the hill. French have a plus 3, plus 1 point. I need a 7 or less. Fucking immobilized. So that would be 6. I need a task check to act independent. 7. 8. No. I can't go up the hill anyways, so I'm not going to do... I may as well just stop there. 7. I could try go up the hill, but I'd have to do another ESB. Or I could try and enter the hex, not do the overrun. Let me enter the hex without doing the overrun. Staying in motion. Steel Granat, 4 hexes away from 11 would be a 7 or less. Motion brings it down to a 5. Large target up to a 6. A 6 or less to hit. There's also non-CC reaction fire that I could do right now. I passed my Patsy. I'm a crew. Crew is a base CCV of 4. So I could attack with a... You know what I haven't been counting is the frickin' mist. I haven't been counting the mist. There's a +1 to the mist. CCV of 4. We have a +2 for motion, which brings it down to snake eyes. Or I guess it'd be non-CC, so that wouldn't be there. That would be 11 move, so you're done there. You guys got to start up. 1, 2. 6. 10. 'Again, this will be non-CC reaction fire because I'm just entering the hex, not doing the overrun. Patsy. I think I'm doing this correct. I could be wrong. They need a 5 with a +2. Oh, they can go again. That's 10. If I stop for 11, yeah, I'm going to stop for 11. Stop for 11. Okay, so that means I can move these guys for 1. Try a shot from these guys. That'll be a 2 flat. Yeah, 2 flat. 7 on the 2 is a miss. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and the mist. I forgot the mist. You guys will go 2, 3. Four, 5. You guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have one hell of a run. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, alright, so you're going to go 1, bypass 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into here. This guy's going to shoot with 8 firepower, no, 10, 12 firepower. 12 down 2. Son of a bitch. 12 down 2. 7 on the 12s is a 1 check. Leader. And the 4, 5, 7 pinned. And no rate. And that's about all I got. Defending fire. Alright, OBA. We're off board, so we have access. We got to bring this back to an FAR. Drop it down on this fella by the name of. Let's do danger close. Are we accurate? No. 5 for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spotting around. This time we can see it, so we can adjust next time. And time to bring out the steel granite. And 1, 2, 3. From 11 is going to be an 8. Motion is a 6. Large target is a 7. 7 to hit. You son of a bitch. I'm still concealed, but I do get acquisition. All right. Advancing fire. Tripled and halved inside the hex. That would be 6, 2 table. 2 up 2 from the machine guns. Plus 1, I guess, for mists. So that would be plus 3. So 7 on the 2 is a miss. This guy stopped. So it's going to be a 2. Actually, that would be quartered again, wouldn't it? So this one would have been off the charts. This guy here is going to be on the 2 table with a plus 3. No effect. Fire the cannon. Inside the hex would be a lot. 75 and the 47. No acquisition because we're inside our hex. 75 on this guy here. And the 47. 2 up 2. Six up 2. And then 1 up 1. Nothing. All right, route phase. Route phase. What has to run from the French? So we have a broken leader, which does not have to move, so you're going to stay. But I'm going to go back to this guy here, because he's broken anyways. It's going to be kind of late in the day, but you never know. You're going to continue your route to here. This guy is pooched. Gone. I'm not taking prisoners. And we go advanced phase. You guys are going up into CC. Turn 5, I am finally on top of the hill. Going up into CC, that's probably going to be a bad move. We'll find out. Into there. I do not have a lot of forces left, I won't lie. Close combat. 6 to 2, 3 to 1 odds. What are we looking at here? 3 to 1, I need an 8. 1 to 2, I need a 4, or I can go 1 to 4 and need a 3. Let's go all in, and I need a 3 for the Germans. So 8 and 3. Casualty reduction and nothing for the German. In this location here, we have 3 to 4, which will be a 4. And 1 to 3, or 4 to 3, which would be a 5. So the French need a 4 and a 5. Nothing. Vehicle. We have 2 for the coax to 4, 1 to 2. They need a 4. Nothing. All right. So we're locked in melee. We have our first hill. One. Yeah. We got our first hill. Yay, 1 down, 11 more to go. And we've only got 1 more moving phase left to do. Alright, turn 5 left for the Germans. This is their last movement phase. Pins come off. Wind change. Still no wind. What's broken? A lot. For self-rally, this 6 here. French, bring that leader back. And over here, this 9, bring him back. And then we have a 7 and a 6. And then a Snake Eyes. All right, German prep. We have artillery. Where do you want to bring this? 3 hexes and convert. Or I can go 6 and convert. I could drop it on R4. That would be a good spot. Where's my observer? Back here. I do have eyes on this tank. It would mean there's a chance of deviating 2 hexes. This could be really bad, or it could be really good. I do have I could convert it, just make it a spotting round, and then I could adjust it next turn too. Or I could just move it 5 hexes and convert. Alternatively, I could go for the broken guys and just keep them out of the picture. Let's drop it right here as a spotting round. We need a 1, not accurate. We moved 5 hexes, so it can be off 2. It's going to go 4 for 2. 1, 2. Alright, so next turn on the defensive fire phase, we're going to drop it and convert it. And that'll be that. Prep fire. Everything is going into here. So that's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be on the 12, 24. Well, one squad will be in the foxhole. The other one will not be. Really? A 10? 12 and 10 on the 24. 1 check and a NMC and a 1 check. So 1 check on the 237 and an NMC on the squad, who is fine. Wow. Unexpected that was. Steel granate. I think I actually am out of it. I think I actually exceeded my depletion number. I rolled a 9 on my depletion number. I'm actually out of my special ammunition. Yeah, my depletion number is 6. My depletion number is 6. And I rolled a 9. I don't have any steel granate. I have no way of stopping these B1s. Barring a critical hit. I am out of special ammunition. Oh, Jesus. Well. Shit. I can immobilize. Alright, I am 3 hexes away with a 37. 37 long is a base 9. 3 hexes away is nothing for range. I need to get a turret hit. Drops it down to a 6, which means I need a 3 or less to get a kill. So let's go for a kill shot with AP. That's not AP. I lost my conceal. That is not rate either. I'm failing on all grounds here. That is a hull hit. but I need Snake Eyes now to penetrate. The best I can get is an Immobilize with Snake Eyes. Yeah. Alright, well, shit. Mr. 467, you have to fire at the melee that's going on here. No, troops here. Except this tank is stopped, so that's going to be almost impossible. 4 plus 1 for the mist, 1 for the vehicle, 2 for the trench. No, so that'd be a 4 plus 4 and a 4 up 2 for the guy not in the trench. 4 up 2. Well, I may as well do it. 4 up 2 and 4 up 4. Yeah. Alright, there's no point on hipping just yet. Let's go to move. This guy here. An assault move up into M2. We're going to track. We're going to whack him with the 47. That'll hit. Nothing. 75 will hit. We're going to lose all our acquisition when we do that. On the 12 table, we'll have a 2 check. 1, 2. So they're out of the game. This guy here, go 1, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, the CX. Defending fire. The 12 flat next door. 8 on the 12 is a 1 check. Got the leader. The hero. 248. The 467. All fine. Let's do a 6 half to be on the 3, so on the 2 table from the machine guns, 2 flat, 2 up 1 because of the mist, nothing, and then we'll fire the 47, doubling the lower die, and then the 75 just because. Alright, that's nothing. The guys down below will fire the machine guns, 2 up 1, 2 up 2. 75 with the leader. Base 8. Acquisition. No. Base 8. Armor leaders plus 1. Mist plus 2. Elevation advantage plus 3. Armor leader brings it down to a plus 2. That will hit. On the 12th table, we have a 2 check. Leader, hero, 248 broken, 467 is fine. 47 will hit. Nothing. And this guy here. 2 up 2. 75 will hit with a +3. Again, a 2 check. We got the leader, hero, 248, which is gone, and the 467. Again, he lives. And the 47 misses. This guy here, 4 up 2. Let's fire into the combat here. No. I so do want to fire into combat. I don't think those guys are going to win. I could do a 16 up 2 into the guys in the foxhole. Yeah, let's do that. 16 up 2. Yeah, that'll teach me. And a 16 up 1 into the guys here, which will be a pinning. 11. No, 12 on the 16 is nothing. Nothing. I think I just broke my gun, though. No. Alright, well, didn't cost me anything, but it could have been deadly. Inconclusive, advancing fire, none, route phase. Let's low crawl 1 hex. I guess it'd be down here. And advance phase. Alright, there's no way the French can pull this one off. Last turn. Last turn. French win change. What's broken? Rally this 6 here. That proves ominous. Bring back that broken 9. Nope. I need a 7. A 6. And a 7. Another 12. No. It's not gonna do it. All right, Russian or German leader. Oh, he came back, and he came back too. Okay. This guy here, I forgot. All right. This is it for all the marbles. Prep fire. Oh, wait. I forgot the one melee here. 3 to 4. I need a 4. Casualty reduction. They need a 5. They kill me. The tank needs a 5. And I kill them. Wow. That's one hell of a way to control a hex. Alright. Prep fire. Prep fire. You two guys are parked, so we're gonna blast this guy here with the 75. And that is going to hit. Missed, buttoned up will cancel out the range. So on the 12, we have a 4, which is, I think, a 3 check. 3 check. All right, the 9-1. The hero, wounded. And the 4-6-7 is broken. You want to hit him with the 47. That will miss. All right. You guys have to do task checks to break up. Move, move, move. Everything else is going to move. I have to claim territory now. I can't stop the smell of roses. All right, so let's go to move. This guy needs a task check. Using a 9, so he gets it. Start up. 1, 2, 3, 7. We're going to hit him with AP. To immobilize. No. That would be 5, 7. I've only seen, no, I've seen him for a lot. So that would be a 7. That would be a 3 or less. Large target would be a 4 or less to hit. 4 or less to hit to immobilize. I am 2x range now, so I would get a +2 to my kill. No, we're going to go for the kill. That is a hull hit. 37 long. 2 hex range is a +1, so that brings up to a 10. Yeah, I'm going to need snake eyes. Snake eyes to kill. Or mobilize. Yeah, nothing. Rate of fire. Let's go again. That will hit. No, it won't. That'll miss. Start up 1, 2, 3. That was 7. We're going to enter the hex for 9. And we're going to stop and bypass for 10. You guys have to do final fire, intensifier from your gun against the vehicle. Let's do a Patsy. which you pass. So let's look at the overrun flow chart. Overrun flow chart. All right, what are we looking at here? We're not doing an overrun, so defensive fire with no overrun. First fire, CCRF B. Bounding first fire options stopped. Gun. A gun first fire. Looks like it is able to fire again. D, I, and Q. D, I, and Q. Well, all right, so this will be an intensive fire shot. That's going to be a front shot. The 6 will determine where it hits, so that's going to be a front. And it's not going to hit, or it's not going to penetrate, because again, I need to roll like snake eyes. Yeah, all right. All right, so that was an intensive fire shot. Those guys are DM'd. That is that tank. All right, so next. I've got 2 hexes down. I need to select 10 more hexes. And I still have a hero that's wounded and a leader. So you're going to come here for 1. That'll be 2. The wounded hero is going to fire on the 2. Down 1, down 2, down 3. 2 down 3. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. A1. 4, 5, 7. Fuck! No! You're supposed to live. I should have overran first. This guy is in motion, so I need a task check. That's 1. We're going to overrun for 4. That'll be a 6 down 1. 6 on the 6 is an NMC. We have the leader and the hero. fine, and the broken squad is fine. They're fine. Bounding fire for you. That was 4. Five. Wait, Patsy for the leader. Pass. So I could do a CC reaction fire with a hero and the leader. Now that's going to be ridiculously low. SMC's basically a 1. A 2. Extra SMC brings it up to a 3. A hero brings it up to a 4. Motion with a, it's going to be a +2. I need snake eyes. I rolled a boxcar. Okay. So 1, 4, 5. I'm going to do another overrun for this guy. 4, 7. It'll be a 6 down 1. Again, NMC. And he's pinned. He passes Patsy though. But he's pinned and he can't do a counter attack on me. And I'm going to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no way I can do this. You're going to go 1. The hero's going to FPF. The hero is going to FPF. That would be on the 1 table with a -3. K1. The hero is going to FPF. 2. The hero is going to FPF. That's a morale check. Makes it. We're CXing here. 3. Find out that's a dummy. The hero's going to FPF again. I may as well. Heroes can't be pinned. So he can keep FPFing. That was 2. That was 3. Four. This guy's going to unhip. We're going to blast him with 8 down 3. That's rip. And that's going to be a pretty well game. That's pretty well game. CX. Two, four. Two, four, six into the foxhole. At least I'll have the protection of that when he FPFs my ass. And then CX. There's no way to do this. 2, 4, 6. One, two, three, four. Jump into here, win combat. That would be 5, 6. If I survive this, come here, that would be 7. I'd have to endure this. There's no way. No, there's no way. This is a game. I come into here. Take a 4 down 2. That is a 4 on the 2 is a 1 check. Leader. Squad. Yeah. Pinned. That's it. One, two, three, four, 5. And I'll be able to jump on this guy in close combat. If this guy hadn't pinned and my half squad had not been vaporized by an FPFing freaking hero, maybe I might have had a chance to engage in close combat. Well, I can maybe claim this. No, I can't claim it in bypass. I have to be in the hex. You can't claim in bypass. You have to occupy the hex, I believe. I still got a tank here too, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna have enough. Not gonna have enough legs. This broke too soon. I'm not sure what did it, but I had a stack here. They broke too soon. I had a stack here. They broke too soon. And that was my assaulting force. I think maybe I should have maybe stuck to the gully, kept them in crest status, and then did my advance when they were ready. Maybe use the woods a little bit better. Come up from the southwest area. That might have been a better use of the terrain. If I use this here, and then I come in from this way, that might have been a better use of the terrain, rather than just coming in from the bald ass hill. And then of course my approach from this way got stopped right at the get-go, and then I ended up backtracking like this and then coming in this way. And with no smoke. I thought the French 60 had smoke, but I guess it didn't. It just has HE. It's on the Ford table, but it's still... having smoke would have been nice to have. This was useless. Short but not so sweet. Yeah, yeah. Having no way to deal with the French tanks. Mitigated by the fact that they were almost useless. Using red to hit numbers, right? So you're looking at... you ought to be within 6 hexes. Red to hit numbers. 6. You're looking at a 6, anywhere from 7 to 12x range, a 6 to hit. Buttoned up, you're down to a 5. You throw them in a foxhole, you're looking at a 3. So, you need acquisition just to get close. And then when you're looking at turns 5 and 6, you throw in mist on top of that. I think I played the tanks right. Maybe this gully was a bit of a dumb move. I should have maybe come in this way, brought the tanks in this way, and then gone up the hill and not waste time with this. That might have been a better move. Infantry this way. Tanks this way. And then just hammer them that way. That probably would have been a better way to do the attack. If I could have had a fire base up here somehow, it would have been nice to have. But I start back on row BB, and I have to get up on top of the hill. Meanwhile, he's got a medium. He has his own mortar, which I was able to suppress. So there's really no way I can get a fire base up here, and there's no cover except for this one copse of woods. And then I can only hammer the top of the hill because you got a super set of orchard right here. I wonder what the scenario archive rating is on this one. Slightly favored to the French. Except on Roar. Roar is German heavy. Why does it show favor to the French when it's more German wins than French? You have 6 French to 12 German. 61% pro-French, but the listing shows 12 German to 6 French. Anybody see a difference here? The balance does not match the recordings. Yeah, it looks like the Germans win a lot of these ones. It looks to be from the Snare Archive, so I guess it's not surprising. French have a tall order, but I think maybe infantry coming in from the west, tanks probably coming in through the open ground a lot easier. I mean, they are virtually unstoppable because of their armor, and you only got the Steel Granat with its depletion number of 5. It's depletion number, oh no, sorry, 6. Depletion number of 6 is not a lot of anti-armor defense that you have to deal with. So, anyway, nice short game. Took only 3 hours to play, so that was kind of cool. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Early war action there from the Le Frontier Inor pack. Hill 311. Next up, we got some action pack 11. There's going to be 4 scenarios coming up from that one. And I'll put the post up in a little bit. And it should be another fun one. And then tonight I'll probably do some solitaire ASL for you solitaire aficionados. Do some more Valor of the Guards, maybe. And we'll get some of that going. All right, guys. You have a fun Saturday. Enjoy what's left of it. We had one more snowfall here in Petawawa. Sucks. I'm getting tired of winter. I wish the hell it would go away. But, c'est la vie. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys shortly tonight. All right, have a good one there, guys.